Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another Marquee Matches Reviews. And in this one, which obviously, as everyone is hosted by Charlie Caruso. I just want to make sure I say that because sometimes I forget to say that. And in this one, I'll be reviewing from WWE TLC, which stands for Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, 2017, which was like a year prior to this recent TLC that just happened. AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. Now, I kind of find this match kind of surreal still even watching it because the build up to this match really isn't there because we weren't supposed to have this match when it was announced at the time. You know, obviously this was when they were really dropping the ball on Finn Balor with his return because he was in that lame feud with Bray Wyatt, which is probably the lamest feud of 2017. I don't remember if we voted for that as the worst feud in 2017. I think it was a different feud. But I remember we put it we did like a year-end awards. It was one of the categories that was there. I don't remember if it won though. If it didn't win, I'm surprised. There must have been a worse feud. And we were supposed to get, they were doing this crappy storyline where it was going to be the Demon Finn Balor, and it was like a bad version of the Demon Finn Balor where it was going to be like, where he was like, I don't know, something really bad. And it was going to be Bray Wyatt as Sister Abigail. That pretty much they were implying that Bray Wyatt was a woman like dressed in drag. It was just really, really bad. We were dreading that match. But also there was something going on behind the scenes because around this time, a lot of people were getting sick with the mumps, at least in the Raw brand, because this was still when they were doing the branded pay-per-views. So something was going on backstage, and Bray Wyatt got sick, so we didn't have that match. And it was a very newsworthy addition of WWE because Bray Wyatt got sick, they replaced this match and gave us the dream match that everybody wanted, and that's AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. And it's obviously very surreal because at the time AJ Styles was doing the SmackDown Live event in Chile, and he had to travel all the way to wherever TLC was being held. It was pretty damn far because he had to pretty much travel all the way to the United States. So and it was very short notice, and AJ Styles goes through that pretty descriptively in his 365 documentary on the WWE Network. Because that's like where that match starts. But this match did have some storyline behind it, obviously. If you had watched New Japan Pro Wrestling, it was that dream match that everybody always wanted because it never quite panned out because when Finn Balor kind of was in the indies and stuff, AJ Styles was in TNA. And when AJ Styles had left TNA in 2014, Finn Balor pretty much was signed to WWE right away. But obviously this was a dream match too because they were both the leaders of the faction known as the Bullet Club. You know, Finn Balor was the leader of the original version of it, and AJ Styles pretty much came in, and when Finn Balor was, signed to WWE, he pretty much took over the Bullet Club. So it was that dream match that we never got in New Japan or anywhere else. And obviously the callbacks were there and stuff like that. And I gotta say, this match lived up to the hype. I gotta say though, even this is still a great match, but I feel like they can have a better match because this was very short notice. And they also, had to work with the fact that AJ Styles probably was like in a different time zone around this time since he was in Chile and he was coming back to the United States. So, they kind of had to work the fact. I think with a storyline and stuff and obviously more preparation, they can have a better match. But this match still is great. It's probably, I don't think it's one of the best matches of 2017, but it still holds up well when you watch it today. Let's talk about the match. We had Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and Booker T doing commentary for this match. And obviously in the beginning portions of this matchup, they're just kind of feeling each other out. The crowd's chanting "This is awesome" before the match even starts. And they're doing a lot of chain wrestling moves. They were even chanting, you know, Too Sweet, because this is at the time when the Bullet Club had been doing the Too Sweet. And Finn Balor, you know, puts AJ Styles like in a big submission move, and he goes to do his flip. He knocks Styles out of the ring. He goes to do his flip move. AJ Styles takes his head off with a clothesline, hits a suplex on Balor, hits a backbreaker on him. He hits the forearm right away, and you know, Finn Balor ends up kicking out of all that, and then eventually Finn Balor fires away at AJ Styles. He eventually does hit the flip dive on the outside, and they just really told a story in this match. He goes for his shotgun drop kick in the corner, but AJ Styles counters into the Hushi Karoshi. They fight on the outside of the ring. Finn Balor hits the penalty kick from the apron. He hits the shotgun drop kick into the barricade, but then Styles ends up tackling him over the German announce table. Styles puts Balor into the calf crusher, and you think Finn Balor's going to tap out, but it doesn't happen. Finn Balor hit a 1916 onto AJ Styles, and they kind of, you know, fought back and forth about wondering who was going to hit that move. AJ Styles hit an awesome Super Hurricanrana from the top turnbuckle. Finn Balor hit an awesome Pele kick. But then eventually the finish comes down when Finn Balor hits the Sling Blade into the coup de grace. And I know I didn't really talk about like a lot of the match, but I really just can't do this match justice. It really is a great match. Afterwards, they shake hands and do the Too Sweet click symbol, hand gesture. And I think they are going to have another match at some point, just because. But this was kind of a taste of what you could get for a match. But it still is a great match. I kind of think about for the time they had to put this match together. You know, obviously, with how hyped this match was, I'm giving this match 4 stars. I think it's a great match. I would definitely recommend watching this match. It's great. And unfortunately, though, Finn Balor's victory, he couldn't keep this momentum because they pretty much jobbed him out left and right. They did the whole thing where the WWE didn't think he was over enough to have a Universal title match, so they didn't have it last year. And he pretty much was very irrelevant on Raw. He was the smiling doofus. And now Finn Balor is just recently starting to be pushed again. And it's probably not going to last long, probably. But, you know, it's just really a shame that, like, Finn Balor was, like, this big star, get this big win, and the momentum really didn't carry over to WWE television. As for AJ Styles, he did very well after this match. Obviously, shortly afterwards, he would win the WWE Championship on the November 7th edition of SmackDown that year, and would go on to have his long reign as WWE Champion, nearly, you know, beat the longest reign in WWE Champion of the modern era, but just fell short by a few days. And he's pretty much been like the face of SmackDown. Like, if you look at SmackDown right now, AJ Styles really made SmackDown his house. It's the house that he built. So, and he would have classic matches every time. And I do think we are going to see a match between them again one day. Like I said, I think they're going to have one of them go over to another brand, whether that's Finn going to SmackDown or AJ going to Raw, and we'll have like a legitimate feud between them. At least I would like to see that. But that's pretty much the end of this review. As for where the commentators are, they're pretty much in the same spot. Corey Graves still does both shows. Michael Cole still the play-by-play guy on Raw. And Booker T doesn't do commentary anymore. He pretty much runs his own podcast and is a pre-show analyst. And Charlie Caruso is in the same spot, except now she works for both WWE and ESPN. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this Marquee match review. I know it wasn't very long, but I feel like, though, that's sometimes a good thing, because sometimes you don't have to say a whole lot to review a wrestling match. But yeah, this probably isn't going to be the last one for a while, because typically, since the Royal Rumble's coming up, typically the WWE likes to throw out the Marquee matches like the week before the big pay-per-view. So I'd imagine there's going to be some Marquee matches for the Royal Rumble. So I'll probably have those up whenever they upload, put them on the network. But that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and share this video so people will watch it. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel for more content and click on the bell, so that way every time I upload a video, you guys get the notifications for it. Make sure you guys do the same thing for my CM Brothers and my own The Talkinator channel. And that's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.